This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
This elevator ride, this will be the last time for this too, right? Man, remember all the people that used to be in here? So pretty much everyone that was on the back or the sides pretty much died. That's funny. I hope so.
Well?
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
You are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. The bright light, this bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
Well now.
Now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there's only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough, just fucking start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
Alright!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Let's get the trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. The curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komida, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. Yeah, I didn't think he was a nice guy, I just thought he was annoying. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anyone else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove hope would never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from that despair alive, we need to reach the truth. By the way, guys, who do you think killed Nagito? I'll go ahead and take it now. Make your bet now. If you end up being right, 500 insanity at the end of the trial. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Alright. Who's left alive? Let's see here. So, you got Soda's still alive, the mechanic. Fuyuhiko, the mobster's still alive. The ultimate gymnast, Akane's still alive. Chiaki's still alive. Sonya's still alive. And I think that's everybody, actually. Yeah. Everyone else is dead. Damn it, how did I only get 4? I wanted to get the sharper sword. Fuck. Sonya? Alright. Anyone else? Sonya as well? Alright. Greatly increases influence gauge. Alright. Alright guys, let's go over all the clues again. Monokuma File 5. The victim is Nagito Mieda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds through each of its thighs. Furthermore, there is laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand. Torture wounds. Both of Nagito's legs were tied with rope, and each rope was tied to nearby pillars, which prevented him from moving. His thighs were also covered with lots of stab wounds. The rope that was tied to Nagito's right arm burned off. However, Nagito's right sleeve still looked clean. A survival knife that was stabbed into Nagito's right hand. The knife is from the military base. It's safe to assume that the wounds on Nagito's legs and left arm were caused by this knife. Blood was splattered on the palm of Nagito's left hand. For some reason, the splatter cuts off the middle of his palm. Also, the back of his left hand has an unnatural blood stain that's only above the middle joints of his fingers. Oh, Dragon's going with suicide, alright. I went with that in the last case and I was wrong, so. Duct tape. Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape. However, the blood that splattered onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it, as if Nagito was desperately moving his mouth underneath it. The spear impaled through Nagito's stomach. A cord with an iron weight at the end of it extends from the far back of his hand. For some reason, the only section where the cord and weight touch is bloody. A life-size Monokuma plushie that was found on the floor near the fire's origin point. It has a huge bloody hole in its stomach as if it were stabbed. A faint red line was on the ceiling girder inside the goods warehouse. A lot of tipped-over Monokuma panels were scattered around the goods warehouse. In one area, the panels seemed to be laying on top of each other in a straight, orderly line. Found at the fire's origin point, it looked like this is what caused the fire. Oil lighter. An MP3 player that comes with speakers. The music that was blaring through the warehouse when Hajime and the others arrived was coming from this. Sonya secretly used one of the bombs from the military base in the ancient ruin and found out that the bombs were fake. At that time, Monami was apparently peeking at the whole thing. Monokuma knew all along that the bombs were fake. However, he apparently never revealed that fact to anyone. The diary that Monami updated every day, or did she? According to Monokuma, Monami can't write. These were hidden at Nagito's cottage under his bed. Gas mask and gloves. Found at Nagito's college under his bed. It's a round, thin piece of aluminum paper. Poison found inside the refrigerator at Nagito's college. The warning label on the back of the bottle states, "This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care." Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place, in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. The file contains the Hope's Peak Academy student profiles for all 16 students participating in the school trip. Due to the fact that Monokuma forged the traitor's profile, looking at this won't help identify who the traitor is. And that's it, bros. Here we go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
Hey, Sagi.
If you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
You guys got here right on time.
Oh my! Monami? My cute little sister?
What hair?
You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto!
He just hit her anyways.
One more time!
God damn.
Jeez! How about this one?
Nah, I didn't dye my hair. It's lighter when it's less cut. It gets browner the more I let it grow.
This will be my final blow!
Yeah, she got beat the fuck up. She doesn't care.
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid! There's no way in hell I'm the traitor!
Now that's more like it.
I
Why
patched
don't
it.
you guys hurry and start?
Oh yeah, did you guys want to put in your bets real quick while you're here? I'll read you what we got so far. Do you really think it's eye patch, dude, Arnold? Manimal and Dark Young Linky think Sonya killed Nagito. Dragon says it's a suicide. So what do you guys think? Before the case gets too far. Just let me know as we go on. Oh, you're going with him? Okay, so Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko, Arnold. If Usagi's not there, just let me know who she thinks killed him. The pink-haired dude? The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito. Pink-haired dude. Oh, Kazuichi? Okay. Kazuichi, Vanilla Bunny. Alright, cool, we got your bets. Is here, right? Are they the same person? Or...
killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
Wait, what was Monokuma's account? He knew that all the bombs were fake. Okay.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
He's a Yakuza. Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No, were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place?
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
No, that's wrong.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
For fuck's sake.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid. Alright, what are we doing? Oh god, here we go.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Damn it!
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down.
But if you
Ooh,
tape his
pizza.
mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Crap! Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
Shit, that should do it.
Crap! Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information. Then, after they killed him... Crap!
See, in this way, it's hard for me to even look at what the
Pay
clues
attention,
are.
This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Crap! Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
Duct tape his mouth shut. Oh, I know what to
Like you
do.
said, if
Okay.
Nagito's mouth was taped, you obviously assume he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down.
Okay.
But if you tape his mouth shut, How is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Oh, you're supposed to... Ah, damn it.
Like
I
you said,
guess I gotta destroy
Nagito's
that.
mouth was taped shut. You obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down!
Oh, I won. What the fuck?
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information. Then, after they killed him...
Am I not supposed to hit that? I don't get how that one's working.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Shit. How are you supposed to target that? I can only target the white text.
Nagito's mouth was taped shut. You obviously assumed he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the... Then, after they killed him...
Ah, shit.
Damn it!
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Okay, I gotta be more patient.
Pay attention, this is how it... First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb. Then, after they killed him...
Oh, what the fuck? You're just not supposed to touch it? Okay, I just won't touch that next time.
Nagito's mouth was taped shut. You obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut,
They totally changed the rules on me.
how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention.
Bomb's location. I was gonna use duct tape when they were talking about the last one. There's 3 different clues. The last one's basically the duct tape. But I wanted to use duct tape, yeah.
First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information. Then, after they killed him...
Okay, let's see if it lets it go. Damn it!
Damn it!
What the fuck, dude? How are you supposed to get past that second statement? Oh, whatever. Let's just redo it.
We will never give up!
That shit's dumb. Because I got to the 3rd statement once, I just don't know how. Because if I destroy the 2nd statement, it automatically retreats, and that's dumb. It shouldn't auto-retreat. But no, you're right, it's gonna
Like
be,
you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, he obviously assumed he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down! But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
you see that shit?
Damn it!
Like
Yeah,
you said,
how do you get past the
Nagito's
second
mouth was
statement?
taped shut. You obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut,
Okay, I'll destroy the first one.
how is he supposed to answer anything?
Then maybe that'll do it.
Pay attention, this is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information. Then, after they killed him...
See, it goes back no matter what I do.
Damn it!
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut,
You like his throne?
how is he supposed to answer anything?
I was thinking of getting a Monokuma plushie.
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
After they killed him, they tied him up.
Damn it!
I'll try the tape on the
Like you
second
said,
one.
If Nagito's mouth was taped, you obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Allow me to cut
Oh,
through those
that's
words.
fucking dumb. It should have been the third one. Whatever.
No.
Good
There's
job,
no
Linky.
doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
Shit, I could have won that whole time.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
It's funny, Usagi, you thought I colored my
Perhaps
hair.
the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream.
I get that a lot, actually.
Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer? If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that?
I killed him.
When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse. Yeah, and right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back. Which means
How are you guys
it
doing
is
today?
possible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this. Some kind of setup? Like what? I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Oh god.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks.
Stop complimenting her, she hates you.
Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
Are you guys gonna order pizza or go get it? The reason for the fire, huh? They're right, we need to clear that up first. Yeah, it's out, Linky, but it's not officially, like, what do you call it? Or are people actually streaming it, Linky? Because I heard it doesn't get installed till the 26th. It says pre-order.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Oh, you're baking one?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
I agree with that.
I was looking for that.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Oh my god, the nurse
Just as I
annihilated
thought.
all of you.
It was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
You must get better. Kung
No,
Fu.
not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
Teamwork.
A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
Domino.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
Ooh, Prophet, look at you.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The music. The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect.
I see!
You were talking about the MP3 player, right?
You were once a freak.
That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
And then she married you. The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared through the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Is Nagito listening to this depressing crap? No, I'm talking about the music. I'm not talking about the music. As if on cue, it suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right?
Super freak.
Looking
Super
back
freak.
on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warning and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it, it's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? I kinda ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that for a follow command.
So the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
Vanilla Bunny, thanks for that.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If the door was the only entrance to the warehouse... I see, so the problem Chiaki's talking about is...
I see!
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true... This murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse... There's only one person who could have done that. It's that fucking Hiyoko! Just kidding. Go with Dragon's Theory.
This is my answer.
Yeah.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
He's
It
a
seems
cutter.
we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but... I feel like I'm overlooking something. He did have that one hand kind of free. But the knife was through it, though.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but... tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Gross.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Our assumption is that Nagito committed suicide is correct. Nagito should have tied himself up to. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Congratulations, guys.
That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Okay, that doesn't work. Straight teeth.
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would...
Monokuma plushie. Life-size Monokuma plushie that was on the floor. Has a huge bloody hole in its stomach as if it were stabbed. And Bunny's the only survivor. Congratulations, Bunny.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Oh, I know what to
Tying
do.
just the legs is one thing, but
Shit.
tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and...
No, that's wrong!
Got it.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The proof that the burnt road on Nagito's right arm was a trap. Maybe it's a sleeve.
I see!
Yeah.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
The fuck? Well then, the one thing Akane might be useful for.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
There you go. Sonia.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Oh, good lord.
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
The fuck? Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back. What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
You're not impressed, Linky?
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Oh my god. A way to stab yourself in the right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this. Please, not the word game. Please, not the word game. Alright.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Prop the knife. Oh,
And slammed his right hand
shit, I
down
know
on
what
it?
it is. I know what it is. Okay.
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
They're leaning towards your guess right now, Dragon. They're trying to prove that he killed himself.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with that.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him, and it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then, he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
That'd be pretty tough.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
He's really into that, isn't he?
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that.
Vanilla.
To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monome's sassing me!
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
Ah, they're still discussing it, Dragon.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
I guess of what?
Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several deals up till now by doing that. Then even now. Hey, Sheik.
Right, let's do this.
Yeah, I worked only 5 hours today, so I'm trying to make some headway in this game before the new one comes out.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
That was very touching.
When the spear stabbed Nagito,
There's blood on the left hand. Also, the back of his left hand is a natural blood stain. It's on above the middle gem. Yeah, so that means he could have held the spear. Keep it to yourself for now. Or you can type it, D. I'm just not looking at chat then. So.
his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail.
Oh god, she needs to
I
stop.
know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
That's so hard. What?
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
If Nagito committed suicide, then he must have used the spear to stab himself. Even if his arms and legs were tied up, there's no doubt he used some part of his body. The only thing he could have used is...
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
I think I got it.
Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito,
Lord Kazuichi.
his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's wrong.
Got it.
Hold on.
Okay, no
It's
worries,
still
Sheik.
too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain.
Welcome back,
Look,
Eclipse.
there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm
Hey, Butters.
and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Did you get home yet? What's Nagito's left hand doing on the blood? Wait, hold on. I totally missed the other stuff they said. Gripping. Gripping.
I see!
Yeah.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Thanks for coming, Eclipse.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
He's jerking off while he's dying.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
Oh, that would be terrible.
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
Kane's totally in the zone, huh? Oh, you're eating ice cream?
Even if he held the spear with
What
his
flavor?
tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
The fuck?
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Oh, okay, by the way, guys, I enabled a Twitch extension. It was called something. Basically, it's supposed to be an RPG extension, but does anyone actually see it on the stream? Like, it should be like a little window or something, not on my screen, but like over the screen. Can anyone actually see something like that? I've been trying to figure that out. Because, Dragon, I thought for sure you would actually enjoy that. Sorry to pause the game, I just want to look at this real quick. Okay, so Extension Manager. There should be something called Stream Legends. But I don't know exactly how to use it. Oh, actually, did it just pop up? Because I just kind of added it now. Can you guys see that? No, Stream Legends. Supposedly it's an RPG game where you guys can all like adventure together and build a town. But I don't know. I guess I'll just have to try to figure out why then. Oh, Nerf Gun, what's up? First of all, it's not there. Okay, I'll just have to like figure out why it's not working. Let me look at it. Installing extensions. Enabling extensions is a 3-step process. Installing extensions. I did that. Right. From here you'll be... Wait. After the page will provide some additional information. After you have found an extension you want to install, click the install button. From here you'll be presented with a model pop-up informing you your extension installer was successful. And an option to configure the extension or continue browsing. If you choose continue browsing, installed extensions, I gotta go there. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to like figure this out. Installed extensions, I see it. Okay, so then configuring, who's hosting me? I'm distracted. Vanilla Bunny, thanks for hosting me. Each extension will have a unique configuration flow. We recommend you take the time reading the information presented during the configuration process. Okay. Some extensions may also further configure once you've activated your broadcaster dashboard. Stream Legends. Thank you for installing Stream Legends. Okay. Learn more. Yeah, fuck. I was hoping that this would be configured by the time the stream went on. Configure. Well, I don't know how to do it, so hopefully it'll just pop up at some point. Anyways, Baby Nerf Gun, happy birthday, even though it's been a week. Here's your birthday insanity. We're trying to configure an extension for the stream. Purple like Twitch, I didn't see that. Maybe it was something else. I don't know. Well, anyways, I'll definitely have it on by next time, guys. But apparently it's an RPG game where you guys can adventure with each other and then, like, build up a town and do all types of, like, crazy stuff. So, yeah, happy birthday, Nerf Gun. Or should I say Professor Nerf Gun? He was gripping the cord handle.
Crap!
Alright, now I gotta get back to the case. Okay, let's go with cord.
I see! That's it! Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding onto the cord.
Yeah, maybe if I restart the stream it would work.
There was a
I don't
metal
know.
weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too.
But I want to see how that works.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
It was soggy, sheesh.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
When we're done with the trial, guys,
right.
I'll restart the
So
stream
this
and
is
see
the
if
part
it works.
Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the spear cord extension from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear? Oh, I think I might have found it, guys. Hold on. I see something here called Stream Legends. I just don't know if it's actually working. You know what, let me go. I'm gonna go to my page and see if I could see it for myself. Because I want you guys to be able to play this. It sounds pretty fucking badass. And once I get this working, Arnold, do you remember that pet one I was talking about? We can check that one out too. Let's see. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe it's because I have an ad blocker on. Alright, let me try it from Firefox. Or maybe I just gotta restart the stream. That might be it too. Shit, I still don't see it. Okay, I guess we're boned for this stream.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Mark Doer, thanks for the follow. That was funny. Okay, let's keep going.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
That was the first natural time that came
like
through.
This. How about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
Oh, Manimal took off.
That's
Later,
a
man.
long plan name.
One step at a time? What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So, if it's just before that... That's it. Could it be? The state of the spear and the fact Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Alright, logic dive. Well, that was sudden. What was the spear? Just tailed Nagito. Above Nagito. Shit. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? Ceiling girder. Shit, they fooled me. The item connects both the spear and the ceiling. Spear's cord. It might be the rope. Nope, okay. RIP.
It's all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
Huh.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
Yeah, right.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Sounds like him, though. Jeez, I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capability for malice. Yep, apparently we all did, huh? Oh, guys, I fucking found it. You know where Stream Legends is? If you look at my full page, you go down a little bit, you can see the Stream Legends panel. And you can click the fight there, so that's how you do it. Alright, so we finally figured that garbage out. I just have to interact with it sometime later, though. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right?
That's true.
Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. The bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
It's great to see you, Nerf Gun.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Hey, he was actually fairly smart. He was just insane. Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? It is because we don't know who the traitor is, or... Oh, by the way, Eclipse, we found that Stream Legends panel. It's actually on my page. If you go down under the video, you could play the Stream Legends game. It's like a little RPG town that the community builds. So if you guys get a chance, go interact with that. I'll update the panel on my Discord as soon as the stream's over, and then we'll mess with it.
What are you gonna do?
See what's going on.
To proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You're right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Yeah, right.
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer?
Dragon, are you still there?
Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more.
Okay, Dragon. We found the Stream Legends panel. If you go to my page, it's actually underneath the video. There's a panel for it, and you can go there and like start building the town and stuff. So if you want to mess with that, it's over there for you. Because I know you're into RPG stuff. Apparently, the whole community that follows the Twitch channel builds the town, and they can adventure with each other and go places. So I want you guys to try that out, and then I'll mess with it later after the stream, and then I'll post a panel about it. But if you could tell me anything about it, dude, if you get bored, let me know.
I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense. And it relates to
man.
Nagito's death.
Thank you so much for the
it's
bits.
something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that not even he could have messed with. Isn't that the Black Book?
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Thank you so much, Manuel. You the man, dude. Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence that he couldn't mess with. It's either this or it's the notebook.
Crap!
No, that isn't it. Chiaki's worried about something else. Or is it this?
Crap!
Yeah. Okay, it must be the book then.
Crap!
No? Alright. Okay, let me take it slower. Spear of Gungnir, Monokuma plushie, channels, oil lighter. That's just 8, the number 8. Monokuma's account. Is it this?
Crap!
Shit, don't tell me I'm gonna lose to this. A piece of evidence we can't mess with. The poison?
Crap!
No, like 8-ball instead of just the 8. Oh, these, the gas mask and gloves.
Crap!
Shit, am I lose on those? Okay, Monokuma's account, Sonya's account.
Crap!
Yeah. Torture runes, burned rope, survival knife, blood on left hand, duct tape, spear of Gunganir, Monokuma plushie, blood on girdle, panels, oil lighter, MP3 player. I don't even understand what the fuck he's talking about. Something he couldn't have messed with. That wasn't that. I tried this first, that wasn't it. You're out of it today? Why? Oh. Spear stab in the stomach. Put through his body at the right hand. It can't be the Monokuma file, can it? Anyone got any idea on this one? I'm stuck. Yeah, why not? Go for it, Manimal. Oh, actually, I'd go to sleep then, but that's just me. Monokuma phone?
I see!
Oh my god, really? After all that.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. Are you back, Arnold? The estimated time is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, but there are multiple stab wounds in each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through the right hand. Suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki's worried about is... I don't know! What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Arnold, did you see that we found the game, the Stream Legends game? It's actually underneath this display on the main webpage. If you go down, it says Stream Legends, and you can begin, like, the adventure stuff. And, like, build the town for the community. Cause of death? It's That's what I'm gonna guess it is. Gotta get the desk. Oh my god, I'm still gonna die. Oh. D-E... A... Fuck, dude, I can't concentrate. Okay, right here, right here. Shit, I almost had it. Fuck. I went on the wrong one. Welcome back, Eclipse. Even though we decided it was a suicide, since we fucked up, we'll just say it's Hajime.
This is my...
That's funny.
We will never give up!
Shit, this is not easy. Yeah, it's kind of silly, huh? So the cause of death was probably the poison then, right? I'm just gonna start like... Is that C? Yeah. C, A, yeah. Totally not what I was going for. Oh my god. What's the other H? Damn it, H. You got a GF, boy, explain.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Faker than Barbie's left tit. Not only is a spear stabbed in the stomach, there are multiple stab wounds in each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Oh yeah, Manimal. Why were you talking about Dragon being the bit boss? Is actually staunch.
I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
Beat her ass, Monokuma.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file
Oh, you're talking about
was
Manimal?
always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying
The
that
fifth.
applies this time too?
Yeah, Manimal's got a hot girl.
Hold on a sec.
Met.
Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
He says she looks good and she's blonde.
Again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but...
Slick boy.
But it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it. Did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Even looking at his picture, it's like, what
Did
the fuck?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
Maybe.
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
I guess her voice actress might be in this eclipse.
Friendship.
You could look that up.
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
So there could be a second
Just to
person.
be safe, huh?
Too lazy.
Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
I'll go play the Stream Legends
This is
game.
friggin' annoying.
You could stop being bored.
But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Bored.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
You didn't do
We've
anything.
come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right.
You're not.
That's what I believe.
Oh.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Oh, by the way, guys, I was reading some stuff yesterday, so I figured, I'm also gonna start the offer. I forget if I put the command out there. Let me see if it's here. But anyone who does fan art of either me or the channel, the asylum, some of the regulars. I think, did I put it in? Yeah, I did. Okay, here it is. Oh. Yeah, so. If you want to do fan art for Insanity, that's always open, so. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. What's up, Tumor? Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. You just getting up, bro? No, never mind. Are you talking about in the game, Dragon? If so, I haven't played it yet, so I got no idea. I guess you just have to give him a name or something. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Suspended.
No,
Tilted off Path of
no.
Exile. Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but that was me like a year ago, Tumor, so. Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monomi? Hey, how much longer you plan to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand in silence when you're alone with someone else. So Monomi and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough, why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all, not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know? We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. What's a rom-com? Comedy? Well, there may be some demands for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Man bait. Oh, get dying at 8%. That sucks.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like... it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Logic dive. Maybe.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
Are we all flexing now? A fatal wound that wasn't on the spear, brother. The spear. We don't know if it actually exists. But if it does, we need to find out. Ooh, yeah. I don't even know.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Probably that. I'll let
It's something that
playthrough.
can't be seen. Maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold.
Choked himself.
Or
That might be it
liquefied his
too.
guts with a body blow.
A body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Dragon Ball Z. Welcome back, Butters. I think it's poison.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
I agree with that.
Alright, we got it, fam. We got it, baby. Butters is so tired she got on the wrong bus without realize it. You were almost at a friend's house. Goddamn. Did anyone try to mess with you, Butters?
If something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Yo, anyone on the bus, if you trying to mess with this lady right here, this cute lady, the might of the asylum is gonna beat your ass. You better not mess with her unless you a cute guy or girl. Okay. I saved your life, Butters.
It is true that poison is not something you can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember. When I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange.
I hope no one heard that, Butters.
Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Maybe I got her in trouble.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death,
Deeper Butters.
it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
In fact, you know what? Hold on. I'll show you how deep my abode. For the rest of this stream, I'm putting my butter up here. See this shit? Imperial motherfucking butter. Even though it's probably margarine spread. No vegetable oil, even better. Oh, motherfucker, it's as close to butter as I get. Any motherfucker that fucks with butters, you're gonna get this shit all over you as I beat your ass. Ah! Alright, let's go. Yeah.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see.
Yeah, that smells
you sure
good.
seem to know a lot about medicine.
Yeah. I
What
want
is
some
that?
butter now.
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood,
I got some bread.
there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Mondo butter?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage?
Alright, I'm putting the butter away. Fuck that Mondo butter shit. You know what's so strange about the Mondo butter, Sheik? Is that since his hair looked like corn, I was always imagining corn with Mondo butter. It was just like, fuck. And like Chihiro would be there. You're really strong! This corn's really strong! There you go, there's some fan art. Someone make Mondo and Chihiro eating corn together. Yeah, I finished my juice. It's right here. Yeah. Dude, that's some great stuff, Eclipse. You knock it off. Insult my juice.
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
I didn't actually time you out.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Aw, come here, Eclipse. Aw.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
You made a clip.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Oh, God.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lip?
Like, you guys know when we go on the solo time with Akane there? And she's always talking about how, like, her uncle made her wait tables without panties, or, you know, they used to, like, grab her ass or her boobs or whatever. And now Akane's talking about the hard man-tail in the front. And it's just like, oh my god, what did her uncle tell her?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Yeah, she got abused pretty
Since we've
bad.
already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The way the poison entered Nagito's body, the answer is written on the warning label. Oh, it was that whole thing about hydrolysis or whatever. And probably when the fire hit or the sprinklers went. Oh, you don't have to work. Nice. I feel like I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3D when I'm doing this. Or like Skate or Die or one of those old games. Tony Hawk. F-Zero. Oh shit, son, they're getting crazy. Question 1. What state was the poison affected Nagito? Shit. Let's go with liquid, even though I think it might be gas. Fuck, it was gas. Damn it. Okay. So I'm not specifically familiar with hydrolysis, but I guess that makes it liquid. It was shoved in his ass. What's wrong, Eclipse? Oh, you have to work tomorrow? Oh, you don't have to work tomorrow? Shit, I panicked. Woo! Wonder if that works. Nope. Didn't even make the jump. Ah, that should totally work. Come on. Wear pants. I thought most people, when they go home, they take their pants off. Informal poll. How many people that aren't streaming right now are wearing pants that are home? When I'm not streaming, my pants are the fucking... I impale those motherfuckers in the, Well, I guess that's a bad term. Never mind. Basically, I get rid of them because I hate pants. Pants are the enemy of mankind. In my opinion. Alright, I better start, paying more attention here. How did that not work? Really not good in this one. Skirts and dresses. Oh my god, dude. Shorts. Technically not pants, okay. Shit, dude, I'm almost out of time. I've only answered one question. Holy shit, dude, this is hard. Okay. Oh, I know what to do. Fuck, I didn't see it till the last moment. Well, of course you're wearing pants, Butters. You're in public, right? Long baggy shirt, shorts, pants at night. PJs. Usually the shoes that go off first, yeah. Yeah, I don't know whether our PJs are really considered pants. It's like I said, pants are the enemies of mankind.
We will never give up.
If we could all just exist without pants, the world would be an easier place. Only thing you wear pants for is like hard labor. You don't like socks? Alright, let me do this properly this time. Oh, people don't like socks, huh? I wear socks at night sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes if I have a cold, because obviously it keeps you warmer. And I find that my feet get really cold. My feet and my ears get cold. But that's just me living in a warm climate, so... Okay, yeah, I see how this works now. Okay. Question 1. Guess. You usually sleep with your socks off. Yeah, I usually do too, because I find that when I have my socks off, I'm more creative. As weird as that seems. I don't know why, I just am. So like it's easier for me to think when my socks are off. Ah, fuck, I did that earlier. Okay. What? This is why I hate Sonic 3D games. And any games with the Chaos Emeralds. God damn it, dude. Okay. Someone put his foot on a leg and had a panic attack. I don't have time to read the story or else I'd check it out. Alright, let me read that. I was in a damn hot tub the other day with a few friends. And this damn guy puts his foot on my leg and I legit had a panic attack. In the bathroom? Like in the bath? He put his foot on you in the bath? What a weirdo. Added the poison into Nagito's body, through his veins, through the nose. Probably nose. God, I'm good. Just kidding. Lucky to be alive at this point. Get that speed. Yeah. Someone really put their foot in you in a hot tub? What the fuck is wrong with him? How did he even get in the room?
It's all coming together.
You gotta explain yourself, Eclipse. What's going on over there?
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
By the way, Sheik,
Written on the poison's warning label.
I know I'm not an elite player anymore because I keep failing stuff, but this game is so much harder in the trial phase than the first game. Like, you'll get hung up on one dumb thing and it'll end the whole case. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. Why was the guy in the bathroom with you?
When vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
While you're taking a
Poison
bath.
gas. Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse?
Okay, I thought it was a...
Poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse. Why didn't it kill us?
I thought it was like a bathtub, never mind. The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas was... the sprinklers?
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Wow, chicka wow wow.
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, breaks down in minutes, and it's susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Did any of you guys try out that Stream Legends thing yet? Let me know how it is.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Also,
Did he
the
plan
poison
that
is
too?
apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
Holy shit, Akane came to a logical conclusion. I just can't. Oh my god. There is hope for her. There is hope for her yet. She's not just boobs. She's not just boobs.
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but
Level 3.
so
Nice.
what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right?
She's still
And
just
enough
boobs.
already.
So say it, tumor.
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Just boobs. Her tumor. Can I like grab her? Ah, fuck, I'm being defeated by the fucking green screen. Cock blocked. Or tip blocked, is that a thing? Tip blocked?
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture.
Friend
We've also
zone.
determined the true cause of death.
I'm in the friend zone. My god.
All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Anyways.
Well,
Taskmaster.
What? There's still more?
Is the fighting fun? I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. Alright, I gotta read while I was like fucking around. Let me see that here. We figured out Nagito died by poison, but so what? In the end, doesn't change the fact they committed suicide, right? That's enough. Nagito inhaled the poison and prepared and died. Still sounds like suicide. Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. Alright, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with voting time, right? What? There's still more? Not all the mysteries have been solved. Yeah, this is the friend zone, guys. Friend zone. In the end, Nagito's death is still unclear. Did he commit suicide so he could just kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Apparently you got hit with a debuff that gives you negative 300 armor. So yeah, that's why you start taking a ton of damage all of a sudden. Are there different classes and stuff? Oh, so the bombs were fake for the most part. The one real one that he had that he exploded in the hotel, he got from the room. You weren't around, but there was a room in chapter 4 in this fun house that had a bunch of secret weapons, so he really got it from there. And so he said he hid the bombs on the island somewhere, and we found them in the factory. And so he connected it to like a car with the gas that was gonna run out. But so the bombs were supposed to explode and they didn't. And Sonia knew that they weren't gonna explode because she secretly tried to use one to open up the ancient ruins. And so, but what happened was we went to the room next door, which is the different part of the factory. And it was like more of a storage area. And Nagito set up this elaborate trap that was basically suicide. But it looked like he killed himself. So we were trying to figure out who killed him, and then it turns out he's probably committed suicide, but we're trying to figure out all these other things, so. Did he commit suicide so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
But there were really no bombs, so. Nagito's motive, Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
The thing that would have been left behind is the meat on the bone. Just kidding. The container.
I see!
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, It's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere.
Oh,
right?
so maybe you could customize
Can't
characters?
carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. Meat on the
The
bone.
container probably melted in the fire.
That was a throwback to the
It's
first
probably
case,
plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
when the cook killed Byakuya. Oh, we also
Even the
found out...
plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
What we found out, guys, was the guy who was parading around as Byakuya was actually another student that was the ultimate, I forget what they called him exactly, but basically he was the ultimate, like, disguiser. So that wasn't Byakuya. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
Yeah, Byakuya's...
That's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That wasn't the real one.
That is impossible.
Yeah, it's because it was in the black book that Nagito had. We found the Nagito book, and it was a book on all of the students, and Monokuma basically confirmed that the ultimate disguiser was the guy who was playing Byakuya. So it wasn't the real Byakuya from the first game. So...
I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much?
It's hard to explain without the
I
scene,
mean,
sorry.
Even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Yeah, the ultimate fat disguiser, so... So someone got rid of the container.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But...
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else.
Squirrel.
But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
Oh god, don't repeat him.
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like
that was
Fuyuhiko
Face.
said earlier,
Yeah.
it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
Who could have removed it?
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing.
Yeah, Kane drank it because she thought it was
And we
liquid.
probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
Maybe the poison was the fire grenade fragments. Any of you geniuses ever figure that out? What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Oh, all anime. Bzzz. Maybe what Akane said right now just might be a clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. That would be funny, so we all killed him? With the poison bottles? The way Nagito burnt the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... What was that called? Fire... What was it called? Fire or something? I just forget what it was called. Fire grenades, that's right. I'm just getting rid of every freaking letter I can, dude. Ah, shit, I forgot about that one. Damn it. There goes my E. N-A-D-E, okay. Oh my god, dude. I was about to rage. Oh my goodness.
I got it.
So we're all gonna be the killers.
I see. I got it.
That's why the grenades didn't do anything.
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Hangman's Gambit sucks.
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place.
Damn, that was actually a pretty good suicide.
As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse. It can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
No, Tumor, the only reason I did that so well is because I knew what the word was. If you don't know what the word was, you're fucked, dude. Like, even from full health, because you're just guessing, then you're like, well... And there's no letters, like in the first game, that hint. So that's the only reason why.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Go play Stream Legends Eclipse.
Yeah, that has to be it.
Build our town.
When I first discovered those fire grenades,
Iron
I tried
Skewer.
to study them a little bit, but... the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
Wow. Did you see that, guys? Eclipse called building a town with all of you boring. You know what? I get full rights to punch Eclipse, beat up Eclipse, do whatever you have to do. Manimal, where are you?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime, could it be?
Aluminum.
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Wait, why? Because of aluminum.
Seriously? That's impossible.
What
Miss
is
Sonia just said so right now.
What does aluminum have to do with it? I don't get it.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Hold on, let me look. Layer of aluminum. I don't get the aluminum part.
Huh?
Yeah, Manimal got it. Sonia's words contain a clue that the contents of the fire grenade, and I can't even look at it, thanks. Oh, it's this thing. Oh, I get it now. So that's why you had that paper.
I can prove it with this.
Gotcha.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
I think he's hitting at you.
No,
Oh yeah.
That is not just a piece of trash.
Get in a fight,
The
Eclipse.
seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
Girl.
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
Man, Nagito's
It's a dangerous
scandalous.
poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
I said you should go fight with Manmo's girl, prove that you're the toughest.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died.
Tell her you're screwed.
So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. The canister wasn't thrown away.
So does all
And it
pissed.
just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
Nagito's lingerie.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What?
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
Relax, Eclipse. You're doing great.
Horrifying truth?
Pet, 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 pet.
Probably happened at the same time.
She's talking about people in real life, so don't worry about it. We're at the same time. The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison. Could that same moment be when we all threw grenades?
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, someone seriously did kill her?
When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse. The poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
Ah, fuck.
What the heck?
I thought we were getting out of this.
Us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
But then why'd he go through all that shit
You said so yourself.
to impale
You
himself?
said Nagito committed suicide.
I don't get it.
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? Monokumi, Manomi, one of us.
Crap!
Okay. Monokuma, I know. Manomi?
Crap!
No. I was hoping we could kill her.
Crap!
Hey, what the fuck? We're going back to Nagito?
I see!
Why?
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
The person who set the warehouse fire was... Wasn't it Nagito?
I see! That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire... to get our attention. Someone threw the poison.
I see! Don't tell me.
I'm a ninja?
He
Why?
set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He
Wait.
set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
Is one of us gonna die because of
It
this
was a
bullshit?
A trap?
Preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Shit.
Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades.
So someone's gonna die over
Setting
this?
up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
Ah, shit.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
I wonder who did
To
it
do
then.
that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point.
Shit.
All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Holy shit.
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along.
What an asshole.
Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
Fuck Nagito. How come people like him as their favorite
His true
character?
goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve.
Shit.
He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair.
I hate to say it,
Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick.
we need Kyoko.
Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
Well, now what?
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here!
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do?
No
How
Eclipse.
can we even figure out who the killer is?
Are they Japanese?
Impossible.
Impossible?
Japanese in Canada?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
What the fuck?
How can you? I'm so I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Well, fuck.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
Who threw the most grenades?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
3 Asian kids? Nice.
Even though it's just a hunch,
No wonder you like anime,
it's
huh?
possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning?
Oh my god.
I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
Yeah, why don't you do it, Chiaki?
Hajime, please.
No. Alright, fine. That's right, it doesn't mean the trial's over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Oh, by the way, Sheik, then I have to do it, even if it leads to despair. After this trial,
Let's do this then.
how many hours would you say is left in the game at that point? I need to know, because I'm gonna keep playing. And I'm gonna try to beat it before the 3rd game comes out. So we'll see how it goes. What was inside Nagito's refrigerator? Porn. Right before switching to poison. Yep. Put this on. Nah. Can't be it. What was placed inside the break room? What's beyond the Monokuma panel? His whole body wasn't tied up. How did he support the spear? In order to hurt himself. Nagito propped the knife up with something. This. 5 to 6 hours. But I mean, how long before you get to the case, though? The reason he went to the warehouse was... the fire? Inside the thrown fire grenade was... what made the spear fall? How did he support the spear? Whole body wasn't tied up. Hmm. 8 hours total. Okay. Line up the Monokuma panels. We can get some of that done tonight. Maybe I'll just do it before the trial. Whatever happens. Support the spear. Propped up the knife. Shit, I don't know what this other panel is. Oh, that's dumb. I don't get why that one was it. What's placed inside the break room? Beyond the Monokuma panel. Oh, yeah. Nope. You don't have an ass. You have to have an ass. What are you talking about? You're still young. You don't need a crazy ass right now. It's for your 20s. You can get that pretty easy though. You just gotta do like a exercise regimen as far as I know. Prop the spear with some kind of knife. Yeah. I don't know, women, do you have to have an ass? Is that a thing? What made the spear fall? This one? Propped it up with a knife on something. Right before switching the poison. Yeah. Behind Monokuma panel. His whole body wasn't tied up. Holy shit, dude. There's a lot of stock in this one. This one? No. How did he support the spear? Prop the knife with something. Alright. Right before switching the poison. Your legs are fine the way they are. Guys, I think we need Eclipse to post a picture in the Discord and we can criticize her. I mean, build her up. I'm kidding, Eclipse. Behind the Monokuma panel. What's that?
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Here we go, guys.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
You don't want to be in the friend zone? The red zone?
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan.
Hey, how's that town building going, guys?
Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
You beat the Orcus War Master yet?
Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence.
How are you
The blue aluminum
bored?
seal on the grenade.
Oh my god, we're looking at the case. How are you bored?
With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room.
I don't know either, Tumor.
The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
Shit, we were all the killers.
In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door
Oh wow, he lied
to
about
the
staying at the
curtain and
restaurant.
placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
Tumor, look on my page, on my
He hung the
Twitch
spear
page.
that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord.
If you go down in the panels, you see something called Stream Legends. Or something like that.
Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope.
But basically it's an RPG game. And the community
However,
builds the
he broke
town.
off the rope on his right arm beforehand.
The community in this case being all the people that watch the stream and participate. Like
In
Dragon.
doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up.
Dragon and Linky have been playing it. I don't know about anyone else. I think Eclipse said she was bored, but that's all she's saying tonight.
As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear.
Eclipse needs like 5-star entertainment at all
But
times.
this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally,
Nice.
he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect.
Because Akane's a dumbass.
Panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor.
Eclipse, could you
Where
please stop
Nagito
calling
inhaled the
everything
poison,
boring
and if it
today?
didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness.
Good lord. You're killing my stream.
Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer.
Relax, relax. Shit.
At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap.
God.
In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity.
Does everyone look all shady as fuck?
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
You see Nagi? Or you see Hajime? He's like... Well, Eclipse, okay, Eclipse, here's the thing. What would make you not bored? Because everything I tell you about, oh, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this. Boring, 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 boring. Alright, so you've well defined what bores you. What doesn't bore you? What the fuck can people do to cheer you up? Because this shit's getting old. Alright, this should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Well, if you don't know, then stop complaining. Shit. No one else knows either.
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, get Eclipse some porn or something. Fuck.
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, she needs a hermaphrodite fix.
Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe the time we spent together. In the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart.
His luck.
I want you to try to remember what that is.
Nagito believed in his talent, baby. Hajime Hinata! Fuck no, yeah. The surveillance cameras.
Let's see! Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely gonna be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
Except Akane.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. Of course, Chiaki knows that. So you really did it? Ah, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I'd only used one bullet. I guess it was just as Monami said. Huh? I misunderstood and thought I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder, so that's how I did it. You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving. This dude did 5 bullets, but I'm still alive after all. The only good thing about me is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old hotel building. Near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right, I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You just relied on your luck? It's not just luck, it's my true talent. Excuse me. It's true my talent is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? Huh? I'm left with the red mark? Haha, for someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky, that's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
No, I don't even have to ask. I should already know what the answer is. The traitor.
I see! That's it? The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Kind of pillows we talking about here?
What he said in his video message.
It won't work with just any student handbook if you want to disarm that bomb. You have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Of course he was bluffing. Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. the reason this took so damn long. Was it really because we didn't believe in him? You know, they should have put a four-leaf clover
just wanted to out the traitor.
over
He didn't have
Nagito's
to go
face.
this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument.
What the heck?
Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
What?
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor?
Well, great.
Hajime, please.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It has to be her then, right? Oh, she's all smiling.
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct.
Alright, Linky.
I'm the traitor.
You good trash.
The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Linky guessed this in the last stream. Congrats, dude. This is, I mean, this is nonsense. Why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right?
Yeah, no, I'm
Surely
losing
you
my
must
wife.
be joking.
Ah, fuck, she's gonna die.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
Yeah.
What does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking us?
The guesses on the traitor last stream. Animal said Fuyuhiko. Linky said Chiaki. Vanilla Bunny said Nagito. Yeah, so...
We were not tricked! At After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time.
Tumor, you like Akane? Damn. Yeah, I guess in these games you should always go with the fan service, because it seems like the fan service always fucking survives, huh?
Chiaki, being a traitor,
Well,
being a member of that horrifying future foundation.
except for Mikan.
That is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Oh shit, they're gonna kill
Hold
Chiaki?
on! We're not satisfied yet!
Fuck.
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime, can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
Fuck.
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you.
Oh, he's crying.
There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can.
Fuck, who else am I gonna date with a Galaga hairpin? All my waifus
It's not like I
die.
believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends. Anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
What the hell is going on, dude?
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request,
What is this?
right?
Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship, proving it here is the only way. Oh, it's probably her diary, right? Or the fake diary. Oh, for fuck's sake, okay.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. First open and mix.
Alright, I'm falling behind.
Hajime, you stupid face! I won't let you. First open and mix. I'll lower your grades. Disappear. Hajime, you stupid face! Chiaki and I aren't best friends.
This is the end!
Please don't kill her.
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with a new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Good old Monokuma.
So sudden?
Ruining days.
Give me that notebook.
Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. And what's this?
Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either.
Alright, Clips. Take care.
However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
No, the truth is, I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just, I want to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. So that means Nagito really did know who the traitor was. But now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Oh. Topic we discussed on the entry, Final Dead Room.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Day 16, we've been at the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go to the Final Dead Room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the Final Dead Room. But the only one who knew that.
Oh. If I win the life-threatening game here, I'll be able to go to that octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I figured out where the exit is. I can get out with this. I can finally get out. You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is... Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Huh? And without hesitating, swiped it over the card reader. Looks like it was wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the Trader's Handbook.
No.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor! There is just no way!
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe, but...
But then nobody will be saved!
Yeah, we gotta do this now. Make your arguments! Sonia's account.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
I think I'm gonna have to end up...
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
Oh, wait. Sonia's account. Oh, Usami fucking knew. Ah, shit. Okay, yeah, it's not one of those. It's actually her.
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs,
God damn it,
there's
dude.
no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't want to believe it, but... I have to move forward. I have to move towards the path she's showing us.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
Oh my god, really?
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
Unless you know
Oh,
a whole
I
lot
fucking
about
missed.
bombs,
Oh my god.
there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking
Alright,
at it.
let me just do that regular without worrying about the white noise.
Chiaki is not the
When we were trying to turn... Didn't Chiaki use the...
If she's a traitor, there's no way Chiaki... If that bomb was fake or not... The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
Damn it,
That's not
dude.
it.
What's up, Sonic? Welcome.
That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake.
Sorry, I get distracted when I'm playing this. What's up? How you doing? Welcome.
Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real.
Fucking Monami, dude.
You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I did not want to hear that!
Oh, good. Here we go.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
I thought we were fighting. Okay, yeah. Scan notebook, gas mask. Hope's Peak special file.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor.
Alright, let me look at Monokuma's account. We haven't used that yet. Knew all along the bombs were fake. He never revealed that fact to anyone. So probably she's gonna use a Monokuma line. Okay.
If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Oh, I'm out of freaking... Oh my god. Sonya, she's panicking pretty badly. I won't have enough words if I counter her right away. It might be best to wait for Sonya's words.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I don't have enough cuts to go through all her words.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence...
Okay, I get it.
I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake. Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Proceed. Yes.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her.
You think you see it, Linky? Yeah.
What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami.
Yep, I knew it.
Who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
Dang, dude. I thought I screwed up the other weak point. I didn't.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake.
So Sonic, what's up, bro?
Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fake. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. He's such a bastard, dude.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
You gotta
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
Chiaki confessed!
Not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her?
Oh my gosh.
That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
Yes.
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know.
Oh, Chiaki.
I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time.
You think she's gonna start crying?
That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki.
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
Can't believe they're gonna execute her.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong.
Oh my god.
However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Still cracks me up, Arnold. You like his throne.
Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Why did it end up like this?
Well, that's that. Let's see how I did. C. Oh, B. Okay. Man, I can't believe she's gonna die. Shoot. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking and believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. Wait, what? I have to vote? Aw, look at her face.
Even so.
Well, this sucks, Sheik. This super duper sucks. And you know what else sucks? I never finished dating her. God. I'll just have to do that in another stream. F and A, dude. Well. Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagita Komeda's killer is... Chiaki Nanami.
Damn it!
Are you serious? That was correct? The fact that Chiaki was a traitor, the fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Yeah, right. I got close, but it was just like, ugh, I can't believe this. Like the one person you would never think was the traitor. Everything was true.
Damn it.
Who picked Chiaki as the killer? Manimal and Dark Young Linky picked Sonya. Dragon picked Suicide. Arnold picked Fuyu Hiko. And Vanilla Bunny picked Kazuichi. No one picked Chiaki at all, including me. I thought it was Suicide as well. Oh well. Plus that means that old bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid, we're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of this organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity? Did Nagito technically kill... I'm trying to think, did she kill? I don't know, you'd have to explain that one to me on Mekon, but... An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
Oh, that's true, you got me sick, huh?
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There's no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what.
'Cause...
I can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray.
Well?
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. You're right.
Why?
Now is not the time to be laughing.
What?
Oops. But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not gonna answer, right? Like if we ask you why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry. That is...
Even if you were a traitor. And Nagito's the ultimate asshole. You never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange? Strange.
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You've raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations, you successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor.
Huh?
Kill everyone else besides the traitor.
Are you serious?
That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? Of all to form a plan that only the traitor would survive. Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay what?
Well?
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chiaki!
You really are a kind-hearted person. Huh? You think so? Jeez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
Perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think? Dad and big brother. Kyoko? Nah.
Hey!
Hey, don't go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru.
I can't lose!
And I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight I cannot win.
Hi-ya!
I must try to retaliate.
Huh?
Retaliate?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
The fuck?
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
What the fuck? She self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, die?
No!
I'm not dead. Whoa, a new one fucking came out.
Phew!
Man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet, I'm not done yet.
That's...
Hey, wait.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry, I lose! Forgive me!
What the fuck is going on?
Hey!
Not yet. Seriously, stop it. If you don't stop right now, it's all gonna be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
Of course, I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed. Holy shit, Monami's winning fights, guys. I will be the one to protect my students.
I won't let you.
I will protect them with my life. Monami, you...
Hey!
Now then, how many of you are still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh, how exciting.
How many? Not that much. Just around 10 to the 60th power. Huh? What did you say?
What?
1 million? 1,
Hmm.
10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead, 1052, 1056, and 1060. Plug it up. That's 10 to the 60th power.
Hey!
After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created. In the Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's wrong!
What? Those were just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands, they're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing. Monomi, finish him off.
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey!
Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be so confused. Unless you mean magic as in a technological sense, we won't understand at all.
Hey!
What's going on? Don't tell me. They're not gonna call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it. Oh shit.
in the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
And how many Monomis are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th? You don't have to say anything, I know. Let's see, you have just 10 more left, right? I know everything. I am the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose!
I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning.
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know?
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them.
I...
But
Right?
Damn it.
what the hell is going on? I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is...
Please listen!
Monokuma is the enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like...
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
This is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught in a dispute between these two organizations?
Damn it!
Okay, that's it. Let's just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start. Ugh. Hold on, just a little more. Just a little more time.
Shing!
To wait or not to wait, that is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you'd know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Hajime. See ya, Chalky. Shit. Well, fuck, I'm not gonna date Akane. And Sonya only likes dark people, so I guess I'm just fucked in this game. I'll go date, fucking Monami or something. Regardless, there's nothing I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that I...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer. Oh god, her punishment's gonna be crazy.
Special bleeding service.
Ah, for Monami too.
Huh?
Why even Monami? It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted to, since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore.
Uh-huh.
And also, I remember now.
Sorry.
I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyways, and not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You guys, I'm sorry about so many things. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, but Tumor Wolf, you can get big tits and a big brain. And it's like,
Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of.
I think smarter people are kinkier, so it makes it more fun. Just my opinion.
'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter.
Plus, you could play like, I don't know, strip battleship or some bullshit with them. So.
If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life.
But then you might lose. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I doing a touchy moment here? Hold on. What is this?
Love, love.
Love, love.
Bye, everyone.
Oh. Bye, Chiaki.
It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true.
Kurt Angle.
'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
And let's proceed with high spirits. This is the very last punishment time. Oh boy. Knew it. Please insert coin. What the fuck? Oh my god. They ran. Oh my god, really? god. Well, even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I had fallen to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask. Before I could say what I needed to say. Chiaki vanished before my eyes. And I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I had said that, would she still have been comforted a little? As she was executed as the traitor, would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt.
I don't believe it!
Good gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as did Nagito too.
What?
And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too.
Phew.
Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you need to rely on them.
Huh?
Wait, does that mean?
Hmm.
Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all of the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck in the island are completely gone.
Hey!
Are you serious? We can really leave the island?
I shall now present.
Death by Tetris. That's a unique death, huh? Yep, congratulations. With this, I shall announce the end of the Killing School trip. For you 5 who survived up till now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work. Are you really okay with that?
Hmm?
What do you mean? There's still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you would be setting up things so another killing happens right away. You're right. Stop it, what are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changed his mind? Also, you said you 5 like you were emphasizing that part. Does the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there are still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? Are you planning to make a volleyball team?
Stupid fool!
You need 6 people for volleyball. Don't stay quiet, say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and an enemy of the Future Foundation. So what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created. Huh?
No.
Well, you just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer's almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all of your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
Huh? A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. And that's it. Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen, and buried deep into my sheets as if trying to hide. The fantasy raid? You got a raid going already? I'm gonna have to go play that game. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. And then the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really gonna end? What is everything anyway? How far? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. After our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope's Peak Academy, and Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope's Peak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter, everything was about to end. So you're really into that game, Dragon? Is there level up in like gear and stuff too? Or is it just building the town? I feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right, it's the last day. According to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I had never felt before. A fear like I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia. Like everyone was gone and I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything, like everything in this world was nothing but lies. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. What the fuck? I rushed out of that cottage, desperate to escape that fear. What the fuck?